but you don't have to ever quit. You think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. You had plenty of time, there was no rush, but it was your dream to be like us. You're in dreamland, so you don't care. And as you wait, we're standing there. No, it can't be me, I'm a rock star. I'm rhyming on the top of a cop's car. I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel, I'm a rebel. It's almost over now, it's almost over now. I guess you ain't heard that we swung guys. It's too damn late to apologize. When you see the mantle, look where you see the sun. It's almost over now, almost over now. You think that you think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now.
It's one of the globe's most famous football venues, but this crowd of 60,000 plus is gathered to watch a different type of football. Welcome to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy starting off with a throw. That's caught. Keenan Allen. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. Now for the first time, it's a game to the rookie from Wake Forest. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
Taken down back at the 42.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
McCarthy throwing on third down. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, Sam headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
You know he was lobbying for his chance to try that kick, and look at what he was able to do. That is a new record. The longest kick ever made on an NFL field, and it really took perfection, Kate, across the board to snap the holes. He hit that ball perfectly to break the record.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Long drawn up here for Lamar. He'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Offensive line fast.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Design run, Jackson keeping it. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Right?
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. This one off for Lamar. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pull ahead 6-3 in the first. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns want up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Looking quickly here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
McCarthy to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
And a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 11.
3rd and long for him here. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. A lot of space ahead. And he's into the end zone. Cleveland with a pick 6. He missed the linebacker lurking. Or he thought he could challenge him there and win. A 6-point mistake dropped either way.
You know, Kate, that you use that word as a verb, and quarterbacks, when we look at coverages, we use it as a noun. He's a lurker. You said he was lurking, and he was. And if you're not aware of that lurker, that free defender who's got eyes on you, well, they can make you pay just as he did.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns drive there, lead to 11. Quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Murray. It'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. shotgun. It's Murray. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. This is caught inside the 15. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First down, here's Lamar. This one falls incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the ball. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Connects on the crosser. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get 6 more on their early advantage.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns drive their lead to 11. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Kyler with a chance to run it here. And he gives himself up after a short gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play. It typically goes for a whole lot more.
Browns are in the nickel for this 3rd down call.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd.
They just get the play off. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And that is the end of our first quarter. 21-10 our score. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Headed out right. Hits his running back. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Working quickly here. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Now Murray on the play fake. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he's into the end zone. Cleveland with a pick six. But we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. Yet no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick six. Wow.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Back to the air following that pick six. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Offense in a hurry up here.
First down, Vikings.
First and 10, Murray. Escapes out to the left. He's keeping it. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face second down. Kyler looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on two levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
They want him again. He goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Yeah, this defense is seeing a vulnerable offense right now, an offense that can't protect itself. First and foremost, before you do anything else, you got to make sure you account for everybody. And right now, this defender, well, he's taking this game over.
And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the mustard. This one falls short. And this stays a 3-possession game. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Browns first down. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
The 31-yard line.
First down throw for Jackson. Throws it at the 7. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate, and see just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This will end up as a touchback.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10. Murray setting up to throw. To the right, hold in by Jefferson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
The 39-yard line.
Here's Kyler to throw. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Coming to the line for another first and 10. Now Kyler. Sends this to the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's 2nd down. Handoff now out of the gun. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, and they take him down for a loss. Murray on 3rd down. Flush down out to his left. Past the line, he's going to run for it. On the move, past the 40. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31.
4-yard gain on the play. First down, Vikings.
Going back, gets the handoff. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
It's 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it shrinks to a 3-score game again. The lead 22.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, it's important.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Lamar off the play fake. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't won't get much longer than this.
61 yards.
This from the right hash and a considerable distance. A great effort not rewarded. That punches the crossbar and bounces backward. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Two quarters to go from London Town, and here we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Pressure coming, it's Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Jackson now on 3rd. Finds him on the crossing route. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every...
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Lamar now from the gun. Lays out, what a catch!
When coaches discuss their favorite plays of a game, I guarantee you this one's going to be on it. Not just because of the catch, but because of the effort to go lay out and bring in an off-target throw.
Toward the sideline, they get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And somebody's on it. Let's wait for the signal. Yes, it was recovered by the defense. Oh, man, it looked like a big play touchdown, and instead the defense steals it away on the fumble for the touchback. Sending him on the dime. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They're going play action. It's Murray. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. We've set it downs for him from the 31. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack of this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. It's a big strike to Hill. And that nice Nice catch. Not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short. Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They aren't going for this. They are going to go. Here's Murray. That's caught. This is Addison. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Play action now. Murray absolutely fires this one right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air. Murray. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Browns getting back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. The defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Shotgun snap to Jackson. On the move, headed right. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd.
There are a couple different ways now to win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns grow their lead yet again.
42, Vikings 13.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Some good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that kick. He's throwing again. Forced out to his right. And the Browns get there and take him down. He goes to the hurry up here.
Loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Murray. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Lowen back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he got close, but not to the marker. They gave up 9. 4th down coming up. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
But it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Murray. Hits him on the out route. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't... There, it's a turnover on down.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
First down, here's Lamar. That's completed right side. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Browns football in what has been a one-sided game in their favor. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Line up the design keeper. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Here's a design run. He picks up 9 on some quality running there, and that brings up 3rd down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Vikings sending out nickel coverage here on 3rd down. Drawn up for him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. This one's sent up for Lamar. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Lamar and the offense staying out there, Brock. They're trying for 2.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Complete at the 2. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another carry for him. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd and 1. Here's Murray. That one's nabbed by Allen. And he's called at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
down, Vikings.
Now we're on the counter. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Offense up to the line fast. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from London. Vikings hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Let's see what they went with. Third down. Man in motion here. Now Murray on third and long. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it off. And the Browns take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns are running them out of the building. He's going to get a 2-point try here. Brock Jackson gets his offense lined up. All right, they're going to throw for it. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th.
Vikings 14.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. So a good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for a 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks is what's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Chased out to his right. Over the middle and gobbled up by Addison. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Browns have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So the Browns come away with the win. And their trip across the pond, a fruitful one, Brock.
I just want to rock. Body area. Damn. Damn.
This ain't what you want.
Project,
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Ha! 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high.